Kirk and TPUSA are using Charlie Kirk's death to make hundreds of thousands, millions at this point.
Candace Owens just put Erika Kirk on full blast, and now Erika is getting clowned nonstop because people believe she literally paid her ex to propose to her. Folks online are calling her a straight-up sugar mama, and the noise keeps getting louder every single day as more people join the conversation. People keep pointing out that she has been sitting on serious money ever since Charlie passed away, and now everyone is connecting old dots she probably hoped would stay buried forever.
It's really strange that someone with 8 million followers that had his body transported on Air Force 2 just doesn't have a family.
Anyone who has followed Erika for a while already knows her past has popped up before. And every single time it resurfaces, the drama storms right back to her doorstep without warning. Erika has had a long list of exes, and people online keep saying it's almost impossible to even keep track anymore. What really has everyone fired up is how she tried to act like none of that ever existed, pushing the narrative that she never dated anyone before meeting Charlie. And now folks are saying that story doesn't line up with what's being exposed. Candace is ripping into that polished image, and the timing is wild because she just dropped the trailer for her upcoming Erika Kirk movie.
Look, I have seen enough, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen enough. Erika Kirk should be dragged into a police precinct for questioning, like I said.
Viewers are already saying this film might spill way more secrets than anyone expected, especially with the paid proposal rumor spreading fast and making people question everything they thought they knew about Erika. Then things got even crazier when that old Amazing Race audition tape resurfaced, showing Erika with her ex, JT Massey. The clip suddenly went viral and people started analyzing every second like detectives looking for clues. One moment stood out the most. Erika confidently saying like she fully understood exactly how attention and image could work in her favor. That single line had people talking even louder. Right after Erika confidently said sex sells, JT jumped in talking about waiting until marriage, and the whole vibe instantly flipped. The moment felt stiff and uncomfortable, like two people living in completely different worlds with completely different priorities. Erika sounded calculated, thinking about image, influence, and how attention works, while JT came across traditional and old school. Now that the clip is being replayed nonstop, people are saying it reveals way more about her mindset than anyone realized back then, and that realization is hitting viewers with serious impact.
I was praying to God that I was pregnant when he got married.
Oh, wow. I thought of that one.
No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD.
For many supporters of Charlie Kirk, the issue isn't people changing, it's whether her transformation reflects real growth or a calculated repositioning designed to fit a new audience and a different power structure. That old tape dragged long-running rumors right back into the spotlight, whispers that never fully disappeared no matter how much time passed. People started revisiting claims that Erika may have been married before Charlie, and even though nothing was officially confirmed, the rumors refused to fade away. One resurfaced comment asked, "Wasn't she married to a guy and then divorced him before getting banned from Romania?" Another viewer wrote, "I'm sorry, but how could he not know of her past?" Those exact words are spreading again as people dissect every detail like investigators searching for hidden meaning. That's the part nobody can stop circling back to because it's starting to feel like there was an entire side of Erika that Charlie either didn't know about or maybe chose not to see. A lot has already spilled out about her past, but that's not even the biggest issue anymore. After Charlie was no longer here, Erika didn't slow down or step away from the spotlight at all. She pressed forward immediately. Instead of pulling back, she stepped up fast, taking over as CEO of Turning Point USA. A move that left people stunned and whispering about her next big steps. On top of that, reports say she inherited millions from Charlie's life insurance, which made the sudden shift feel even bigger and more dramatic. Instead of going quiet or taking time away from the public eye, she was suddenly everywhere. Interviews, events, press appearances, you name it. To many watchers online, it didn't look like someone processing a loss. It looked like someone stepping boldly into a brand new era with complete control. That rapid glow-up is exactly why people started speculating that the money might be fueling more than just business plans. Online chatter keeps hinting that she could be investing in her personal brand, her public image, and what some call her big comeback plan, raising even more questions every day.
It's not within the confines of marriage.
I don't. We need.
What? We're saying.
Erika is known for saying lines like, "The highest role of a woman is to be a wife and a mother." But people say those values don't match the way she lives her own life. At just 18 years old, Erika reportedly started her own nonprofit and jumped straight into building influence early. At the same time, reports claim things between her and Charlie's parents are strained, and they supposedly don't even speak. Something that feels strange to a lot of observers watching this whole saga play out with growing curiosity. Most families pull closer after a loss, not drift further apart, so that silence has raised major eyebrows in a huge way. People are saying it's strange that someone with 8 million followers, someone who had his body transported on Air Force 2, somehow now looks like he doesn't have a family presence around him at all. And that detail is hitting viewers hard with confusion. Then come the questions about how Erika manages her personal life, her workload, and her responsibilities, because her schedule looks non-stop and high pressure every single week. She's constantly traveling, constantly moving, constantly appearing at events, and one user even wrote, "She is evil. People need to stop giving them money." That one comment alone sparked heated debates all across social media instantly. Now Candace Owens has pushed the story even further. On February 23, 2026, she dropped the trailer for her new investigative series, Bride of Kirk, and she did not hold anything back at all. The trailer hints at serious accusations tied to Erika, brings up past whispers connected to Romania, and frames her rise after Charlie Kirk's passing in a way that feels less like random timing and more like something carefully structured and executed.
Erika's infamous for quotes like, "The highest role of a woman is to be a wife and a mother," but these are not values that she herself lives by. At 18 years old, Erika Kirk started her own nonprofit.
My aunt used to tell me never do something that you don't want on the front page of a newspaper.
Candace even said openly that she has full confidence Charlie was betrayed by people inside Turning Point USA, a statement that immediately had people glued to their screens, waiting for the next twist with intense curiosity. She added a quote her aunt used to tell her, "Never do something that you don't want on the front page of a newspaper." And that bold claim sent shockwaves across social media instantly. The moment Candace said she believes Charlie was betrayed by people inside the organization, timelines lit up like fireworks. Supporters started demanding explanations, critics began digging up old videos, and even neutral viewers suddenly picked a side as the conversation exploded overnight into a full-blown online storm. In the Bride of Kirk trailer, the tone is dark, dramatic, and heavy. Quick cuts, serious music, and carefully selected clips make every detail feel intense, pointing toward unanswered questions, old controversies, and moments from Erika's past that many assumed were already buried deep. The Romania rumors show up again, and the timing of her rise to leadership gets framed in a way that makes viewers pause and think harder. The whole trailer feels less like random gossip and more like a storyline being built piece by piece. At the same time, it's important to remember that these are still allegations and publicly expressed opinions. No official investigations have confirmed any of the extreme claims being thrown around online. But even with that fact, the conversations haven't slowed down at all. People are analyzing body language, rewatching old interviews, digging through financial timelines, and acting like full-time detectives trying to decode everything happening around this situation with growing interest and determination. People are digging into everything now. Some say this level of scrutiny is long overdue, while others argue it's unfair and politically driven. But either way, Erika's name is trending again, and the pressure around her situation is rising fast.
Now, for many Charlie supporters, the issue isn't that people change. The issue is whether the transformation reflects genuine growth or a calculated repositioning to fit a new audience and a new power structure.
Now the big question floating around online is simple. What real proof will actually be shown? Trailers can be dramatic, but receipts are what truly change the game. If solid evidence gets presented, her entire public image could shift overnight. But if the claims turn out empty, the whole thing could backfire in a massive way and expose the hype as nothing more than noise. One thing is clear, the spotlight is blazing hot right now, and absolutely nobody is looking away for a second. Some people aren't buying the idea that Candace is just talking for attention. They think she might actually know where some of that money went. With all these stories about Erika's past relationships popping back into the spotlight, the online chatter is getting louder and louder every day. People are now questioning whether all those millions she inherited really stayed untouched or whether some of that money followed her old relationships too. The speculation is spreading fast and making everything look even messier than before. Then things escalated when talk started circulating that even the Internal Revenue Service might be looking into Erika's finances, along with finances connected to other organizations around her. Online claims say certain tax-exempt groups tied to her are under investigation. Nothing official has been confirmed, but once that rumor started floating around, the entire mood shifted instantly. Suddenly, this wasn't just social media gossip anymore. It felt heavy, serious, and like something much bigger might be unfolding behind the scenes. People began pulling up annual financial statements, and when they looked at the forms, they said there were strange anomalies everywhere. Several of the 990 forms were reportedly missing, adding more confusion to the growing situation.
These contain their annual financial statements. When you look at the forms, there are some very strange anomalies. Several of the 990 forms are missing.
Before Charlie passed away, reports say he wanted the organization to undergo a full audit, not just a quick review, but a deep investigation into the books. Now people are replaying that detail and asking if he sensed something wasn't right behind closed doors. Some even wonder whether he believed the finances weren't being handled properly. And that thought alone has fueled intense debates across multiple platforms, with supporters and critics going back and forth nonstop. The back and forth online hasn't slowed down at all. And when it comes to Charlie's passing, there's one more moment people just can't shake. Shortly after the memorial, leaked audio began circulating online, and in that clip, Erika can allegedly be heard laughing while talking about the memorial itself. At one point, she reportedly called it the event of the century, and that phrase hit hard with viewers everywhere. Supporters say context matters, while critics say it sounded cold and out of place. And either way, that audio added another explosive layer to a situation already overflowing with tension. Some commenters even claimed, Erika Kirk and TPUSA are using Charlie Kirk's death to make hundreds of thousands, millions at this point. And the moment that clip began spreading, the reaction online was instant, loud, and wildly intense. Some people argued the laughter felt wrong given the circumstances, while others said the audio could have been edited, clipped, or ripped out of context. But once something like that hits the internet, it moves fast and it sticks even faster. The phrase event of the century turned into a talking point overnight, with critics questioning her sincerity and supporters demanding full context before judging anything. What made it even more explosive was the timing. The memorial had just happened. Emotions were already sky high, and suddenly this clip shows up out of nowhere. People started dissecting her tone, her wording, even the exact way she laughed. Every second of the audio was analyzed like courtroom evidence, broken down frame by frame like investigators searching for answers. Some viewers said the moment felt calculated, while others insisted everyone processes loss differently and nobody should police how someone reacts or speaks under pressure. The divide only grew deeper with every new comment and every fresh repost. At the same time, Candace's upcoming series added even more fuel to the situation, because viewers now expect the audio, the finances, the exes, and the leadership shift to all connect into one big narrative. The trailer already set the tone, serious, dramatic, and loaded with heavy questions that people can't ignore. If the series drops new documents or first-hand accounts, it could reshape public opinion in a huge way. But if it delivers nothing solid, the focus might flip right back onto the motives behind releasing it in the first place. Right now, Erika is facing pressure from every direction you can imagine. Old rumors are resurfacing, financial speculation is swirling, and public perception is hanging in the balance like a tightrope about to snap. A lot of people admitted that hearing that audio made them uncomfortable, saying the way she allegedly described the memorial didn't sound emotional to certain listeners at all. At this point, it's no longer just about a single rumor. It's about a whole pattern critics believe they're seeing, and whether that pattern is real or just perception, the pressure is building and the public conversation is getting more intense every single day. Some people are even claiming he removed Erika from his will, adding even more chaos to the situation. On top of that, there's talk that he allegedly hired a private investigator to look into her, trying to figure out what was really going on behind the scenes and who she might have still been connected to. None of this has been officially confirmed, but if it were true, it would completely reshape how people view their marriage toward the end. No question. It would suggest tension, doubt, and serious private questions happening quietly, while the public was shown something very different. People online also keep repeating the claim that all that money's sitting there just going straight to their kids. She can't touch a dime. She even tried to contest the will, saying that they're my kid. And that line alone sparked a whole new round of conversations. Then there's the Tyler Robinson situation, something people still bring up nonstop. Many remember how quickly she publicly forgave him, and it happened before the trial even started. She didn't hesitate, didn't slow down, didn't wait for new details. While others were still trying to understand what was happening, she stepped forward and offered forgiveness without blinking once. At the time, some praised her response, while others were genuinely confused by how fast it all unfolded. Now she's reportedly pushing for a speedy trial, and that sudden change in pace has caught attention fast. Critics say the shift feels strategic, while supporters say circumstances evolve and legal timelines matter, but the timing has social media talking nonstop. With all this pressure building around her, financial rumors, old relationships resurfacing, and nonstop speculation, many feel like she's moving differently because she knows the spotlight is hotter than ever. All the rumors, all the questions, all the constant attention have created a massive storm wrapped around her name. That's why the Sugar Mama label didn't appear out of nowhere. Critics believe it grew from patterns they say they've been noticing for a long time. And now, with Candace Owens openly accusing Erika of paying her ex to propose to her, those suspicions are no longer whispers. They're being said out loud for everyone to hear with serious force. If you've been following this story, drop your thoughts in the comments because this situation is unfolding in real time with shocking speed. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video so more people can stay updated on what is happening because the conversation is only getting louder every day.